Well, hello and welcome and hello and welcome. Oh, it's good to see so many familiar faces in the studio audience. Friends, past associates. Oh, it's just wonderful. Guys, hello and welcome and hello. It is Un Poco Mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more. We are talking Sofi Technologies Incorporated. Ticker symbol is SOFI. It is good to be with you. It is me, it is I, it is Danny, it is DJ Patchy Drizzle. If you need to hire someone for your bat mitzvahs or your birthdays, as long as the birthday boy or girl is an octogenarian or greater, like to knock off early, DJ Patchy Drizzle, we come in with a whimper and leave just the same. Anyway, guys, Sofi Stock, I don't want to blabber on about my stupid jokes too much today. It was just a weird day. I don't know. It was a weird pattern you don't normally see. And just to cut right to the chase, people are already asking me, 20 million shares net borrowed change. I don't understand. You know, I know Ortex things happen overnight and they're compiling many different sources of data. But it seems like almost every day they've been borrowing. Well, the borrowing they've noted has fallen from 260 million down to like 210 million. So obviously they're compiling these data from all sorts of sources, but they're saying shares on loans only 203 million. Of course, that would kick up to like 223 million if these numbers hold and they don't return a bunch of shares after hours. But why do they want to control the starting line so bad? Why do they want to hold this thing down so much after earnings? Before earnings, it was Air Force who was making a point to our good friend J Money Not a Lurker. Thank you for producing the show, by the way, and also thank you to Alberto Berti Aviles for wielding the wrench with such fairness and acumen, but still a great deal of hostility. Some days wanting to ban everybody, but guys, welcome and hello and welcome. I don't even know if Not a Lurker's here. I don't even know if I told him about the show. There he is. Thank God. Somebody's in charge here. Do not sub and like. Do not sub and like. I spoke too soon. I knew Not a Lurker would be pumping. He's always pumping. He's always selling. Anyway, guys, so I think this short, like when the official short came out, it was like 18.5%, I believe. Let's see what Fintel has to say on the matter, just out of curiosity. Fintel, has it quite a bit higher, more like 18%, 185 million shares. And then if you look at these volumes, it's probably just off the charts. They don't have it up. No, they don't have it up yet. But shorting again on Friday, 53%, pretty low volume. But volume kicked all the way up today to what, guys? 64 million shares. It was sort of the mountain at first. No hump, just really sold off. The algo was just working extremely hard today, and clearly they had an unlimited budget. The borrowing worries me, and it doesn't worry me because I feel like Noto is a very strategic guy. After all, top of his class in engineering at the United States Military Academy, all-American football player, just constant winner wherever he goes. Do you think he's just going to be obvious about things and try, this is the quarter, we're going to knock it out of the park? Or would he slow play these guys? Would he set them up? Would he set up his counterparties and say, hey, wink, wink, it's going to be Q2. I know nobody thinks anything's going to happen in Q2, but that's the beauty of it. We're going to make a huge announcement. Guys, the Canadian FinTurd Mafia has been talking about this update that they're seeing in the versions of the app. Looking like something huge is about to drop. A big update. Is it going to be options? Is it going to be business banking? What's it going to be, guys? And that's what I basically want to go over today, is basically just a few things. If they were to happen and in what combination. First off, how likely is it that these things are going to occur? And in combination, you can assign your own probabilities to those. But then if we say, okay, it did occur, we assume it did occur, what does it take? What is the likelihood that the share price actually goes up and stays up on the basis of that fact or facts? So that's basically what I'm going to try to get to. Put your stuff down in the comments, guys. I can't read all the comments as I go because maybe if I push this monitor over here a little bit easier to see, but then I'm knocking everything over. Little trade secret. This is, you don't pay for spring water, guys. You take a bottle of spring water that you drank late last year, just after they banned the PTFEs, and then you just fill it up with some delicious tap water. It's absolutely delicious, and it doesn't cost you a dime. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello. So I think they're going to get 3 cents EPS. At least that's my heart. Maybe my head says 2, but 2 is still awfully good, guys, because analysts are saying 8 cents for the year. And if they already do half of that in the first 2 quarters, these are going to be by far the weakest quarters. Sorry, guys, a little bit of back pain, but okay, so 3 cents. I'm being conservative, assigning that a 30% probability because analysts are saying 0, 1. So, but I think the probability the share price goes up and stays up on that basis could be as high as 70%. Galileo, 20 million ads. Basically, do they put a big customer on the books? I think the likelihood of that's maybe 15, 20%. But I think if that happens, there's like a 90% chance the stock goes up and, doesn't sell off right away. Canadian, they're extremely Canadian. They are extremely Canadian. That facial hair, that sort of, woodchuck like thing you do above your lip with your mustache. I don't get it, but they're smart guys. They're good kids. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. It's Un Poco Moss. We're talking Sofi Stock, Sofi Technologies Incorporated, ticker symbol SOFI. Of course, guys, it's a Monday. You could see I have a case of the Mondays. That and the camera adds about 80 pounds. As does, decades of poor life choices. But anyway, guys, welcome and hello. So, earnings pre-market, guys, it's all done. Obviously, all the data's there. They know it's just everybody's embargoed who can talk. I obviously don't know anything. But so the speculation with the Canadians and everybody else, obviously, they're looking at these updates. They're saying, okay, what if they roll out a new trading platform? Announce that. I think there's a 35% chance that can happen. I think there's a 20% chance that'll push the stock price up and keep it up. What are the chances they're going to actually roll out business banking or at least announce the day? I'm not saying that's going to go live or anything, but I'm saying, what are they going to announce that they're approved by the feds? I'd say 25% chance of that. And I'd say it's 50% chance that sends a stock up and keep it up. And this question mark represented you turds make the call. Remember that in baseball? They say you make the call, or basketball is like they'd give you a quiz about the rules, and then you'd have to say what'll it be. Maybe it was football. I can't remember. But anyway, so what do you guys think? Give me some other possibilities. Give me your probabilities, and then what do you think the probability the stock price will go up? Or conversely, what do you think the probability the stock price would crash with some negative event if it was much, much lower? So 750,000 new member ads. I think there's a 20% chance of that. Everybody's saying it's going to be very, very weak based on website traffic. I don't think that tells the whole story. I think a lot of these NBA fans were young. They're on the app. So I don't think just website traffic says everything, but app downloads, etc. Those are also weak, I guess. So anyway, 30% chance those member ads, I think, would send the stock up. And then 30% chance we see 3.5 billion deposit. I think that might be more like 50%. I think deposit growth is going to really surprise. But I don't think the market cares that much about it because it just sort of feeds that just a bank narrative. Sorry, guys. I'm just having a tremendous amount of lower back pain today. Not really sure why. Welcome and hello to you. Just excruciating lower back pain. Do my best that John Candy laugh there for Payush, the big P coming out of Memphis, Tennessee, representing Memphis. We know how he does. He is loading the boat today like he is every single day. One of our oldest and best supporters here on Un Poco Mas, the big P. Payush. You guys all know him. You love him. Anyway, guys, who else is here? I just saw Deuce Kabuski. I don't need hopium, Tobias. Yes, I need pumping. I need hopium. But really, with SoFi, you need facts. And that's the great thing about SoFi. I see Klaus is here. Yeah, what a day, Klaus. Klaus is just making money hand over fist, selling covered calls, selling cash secured puts. He's buying designer sunglasses. He's buying condos on the coast. Getting sick of Midwest values. Getting sick of that conservatism out there. Wants to cut loose. Wants to get out to Burning Man. Him and the missus. I don't know. I don't know. But the point is the guy's banking. And you guys aren't. Because you guys are turds. And he's smart professional. And you guys are a bunch of, weak pikers. Who are chasing, like me, chasing penny stocks and getting your ass handed to you. Oh. I wish I wasn't so stupid. Life would be so much easier. Not stupid, Rich, just stupid, full stop. Ugh. Look up stupid in the dictionary. You're like, is it good? You get my good side? No, yeah, no, yeah. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. C-Bar already noted, yes, borrowing was intuition was absolutely correct. Huge borrowing today, 20 million shares. I mean, wasn't one of these days. And if the stock was going to go way up or way down today, you'd have probably seen 150 million, 200 million. The algo would have just gone absolutely insane. That's not what we saw. They're saying, okay, I have great respect for Jimmy Chitwood, Midwest Values over at Trending Stocks. This guy's got a head of hair on him like a Midwestern tornado. It's just eating nothing but corn and, grass-fed steaks every day of the week. But it's like, I don't know. Sometimes this data completely changes. Like I know the data he's looking at and he says they're shorting today, but then overnight it just completely flip-flops. So it's really hard to understand right at the moment. Are they just borrowing and shorting are not the same thing. You can borrow shares without selling them short, technically. At least that's what my broker. I don't, I'm not a big short seller. People are like, why don't you teach options? You should teach options. I can barely get out of bed in the morning. They teach options. What are you guys talking about? What am I, some kind of professor? What am I, that little short white guy that schools people in basketball? Oh, it's the professor. Ooh, he's going to cross over. Yeah, he's going to beat you just because you're tall. This guy's like freaking NBA level player. You're coming off the couch. Claude Van Schmuckley. STFU. I'll take him one-on-one, honey. I used to play in high school. It's like, guys just laughing, just crossing over, making YouTube videos. Oh, sometimes when you can't sleep, the things you watch on YouTube are extremely idiotic. Let's earn some cash and press buttons. Yeah, Klaus, something. I'm going to go in for a lobotomy and see if that helps. I was rough watching the price action drop like that in the IMW. I didn't think it was a rough day at all. I didn't mind today at all. They shorted the piss out of it. They didn't get anywhere. Came back up toward the end of the day. I mean, once it hit this push down, it was at 7:30 after 1 hour of trading, and it closed above that level. I don't know. I'm not that worried about today. What's the big deal? The whole market was flat. SoFi is down 1% for SoFi is basically flat. You have to understand. I mean, I'm sure most of you guys do, but this is a stock and routinely, if the market's down like 3%, SoFi's down 8%, 10%. It just makes these crazy moves to the down. It's falling Tesla. It's falling basically whatever is going down. It's like SoFi's like the submarine of stocks. Diving, sir. Permission to dive. He's like, no. I don't know why my submarine captain is some kind of disabled British person, but the things that go on inside my head. So I don't know. This doesn't really worry me that much. Read out. Oh, what's IMW? I'm blanking on that. It seems like something I should know. Pre-market, post-market, level 3. I'm so sleep deprived and in pain that my brain's it's like those initials are like right there, but it's not popping into my head. Anyway, guys, so hello and welcome, Colombian Kingpin. Good day to you, sir, as well as your beautiful hairline, which I love so much. And Donnie, the Pacific Ocean, which you loved so well. I'm sure you guys have seen a Big Lebowski a time or two. That funeral scene was great. Does everything have to be a fucking disaster with you, Walter? Travesties? Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's go bowling. Eating ashes. Oh my god. Hilarious movie. What's up, Matt Flo? How's it going? 20 million borrowed, 64 million. Yep, Ether is all over it last day. SoFi shares in the 7s. Yeah, you're probably right, Emery. But is it going to be a 9, 10, 5, 4? Be careful what you wish for, because in a couple of days we might be longing for the days the stock was in the 7s. I don't think so. I think it's going to be solid. Noto recently said SoFi remains profitable. So I think it's guaranteed to be 1 cent. I mean, guaranteed. LaPointe talked a lot about very strong momentum in tech with customers they're already bringing on board. So I think tech is going to be better than people think. Whether it'll be that 20 million huge type of catalyst number, I have no idea. There's just no way to know. I'm not privy to, we know those customers are there. We know those members are there. They're going to go on the books at some point. Is this the quarter they're going to do it? There's probably a certain amount of choice they can make with when those customers actually hit that membership role, when they actually go live. So My thinking is, like I said, if you're Noto, if you're strategic, if you read like Art of War, you don't attack your opponent when he's expecting you in like Q4. Just give him everything like they did last time when they were trying to basically get gap net profit that first quarter. They basically put everything crappy into Q3 and then loaded up Q4 for the perfect quarter to make absolutely sure they hit that gap net profit they had promised. And that's how careful they are. Every number is gone through with a fine-tooth comb so they can dial it in. How much are they spending? Are we going to see more savings from those layoffs in Q4? Those might not have fully hit in Q1. Might be some additional savings there in Q2. Not a huge amount, but you don't need a huge amount to affect earnings at this point when you're talking, 1 cent being a big difference, right? You guys notice how turders and like crypto people try to sound smarter by saying right? Well, it looks like the MACD is in a convergence mode, right? Like, and especially Canadian turders. Anyway, guys, I hate you guys so much, but I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sitting through this absolute garbage. Hello and welcome, members. So Chris is here. Is not a lurker. Tanner's fourth favorite friend. He's low in the pecking order. He's our favorite. He's number one in our hearts and number one on the charts. It's Wax and Stacks, best on wax, DJ Patchy Drizzle. For all your elderly birthday parties and office parties that end before 4. Ben G. I'm the DJ your great grandmother would have hired. It's DJ Patchy Drizzle, wacky ones and twos, playing all the hits of the 30s, 40s. Let's see. What's up, SoFi fam? What's going on, Ben G? Good to see you. What's up? Klaus is here, drizzling up here in Portland. It's always raining in Portland. It's always raining in Portland, Klaus. You don't even have to say that. Hello and welcome, Lorraine. Do not subscribe, Lorraine. Do not subscribe. It will, like I said, if you ever seen that movie where you watch that video and then it ruined I always forget the name of the damn movie when I'm doing this bit, but basically this show does the same thing to you. You watch it within like 3 days, you're dead, you shrivel up. Clap my dog, hit like your turd. Clap my dog, don't do it, buddy. Bad things are going to happen. Deuce Kabuski. What's up, Deuce in the house? What's going on? Christmas Eve, baby. Absolutely, Deuce. This is it, man. Deuce, of course, old school Un Poco Mas. By the way, we're going to be doing an Un Poco Mas Hall of Fame where we're going to induct all the big SoFi homers and pumpers. Of course, first member is the absolute best person in the world, who is Princess J. And let me tell you, when you find a woman as great as Princess J, you diamond hands her. You lock her up. Sweetheart, you are number one inductee into the Un Poco Mas Hall of Fame because you convinced me it was okay to do this stupid show and encourage me. And probably we got to get an auto lurker J Money in there because he is, after all, the producer of the show and does most of the actual work. And then people that are just early, people that comment, people that are always here, people that I recognize, you're going in the Un Poco Mas Hall of Fame. And you're going up on the whiteboard in permanent Sharpie. That's how serious I am. I stuck a whiteboard to the wall of my office. You guys are probably going to cause me to lose most of my security deposit. Realize that? But you're going up there. Klaus is going up. Klaus is a first ballot Hall of Famer. We love some Klaus on this show. C-Bar Engineering, first ballot Un Poco Mas Hall of Famer. Who else we got here? I like Katie Wentworth. I've seen her name quite a few times. She's definitely in the running. Colombian Kingpin is in the running just because of his amazing hairline. I love this guy's hairline. Looks like a map of the new world. Let's see. Matt Flo. I don't know. I know he's like some kind of big billionaire celebrity, but the guy blows in and out like an easterly wind. I never know if he's going to be here. I don't know. I don't know if Matt Flo is a first ballot Un Poco Mas Hall of Famer. Ether between us. I gotta say, the ether between us, he's like one of those, he's like the guy behind the guy. It's like in South Park when he's like, I'm Jimmy Mountain. He's like, who the fuck are you? But he's in like every single episode. So I think ether between us has a real good shot at the HOF. And no, that's not a smorgasbord. No fat jokes. Fat stock Karen sick of fat jokes. Hello and welcome, guys. We're supposed to be talking about the SoFi stock, but we're talking about the Un Poco Mas Hall of Fame. Again, it's the same damn thing I had to do last year, guys. SoFi Rock Opera. It's like, I don't know how many pages this thing is now. It's like 6, 7, 8 incoherent pages. The SoFi Rock Opera, because we did not get the number. What is the number, guys, for me to perform the SoFi Rock Opera live and just make a complete and utter ass of myself? Like, this isn't enough doing this show. I only need 3 cents, guys. That's all I need. And we're getting the Rock Opera. Give me 20 million new Galileo members. Give me 20 million new people on Galileo platform. We're doing the Rock Opera. Give me another pie in the sky metric, guys. Give me 4 billion in deposit ads, and we're doing the Rock Opera. That's it. That's it. I was complimenting, my God, that guy Luke on Stealth Wealth Investing. That guy has a hand gesture game. His gesticulation is like a fucking art form. I don't even need to listen. Guy's got so much like vascularity. He's just got, you got the gun show, and then it's like he's like eight or 9 different gestures perfected. I don't even believe when he talks about the SoFi pumpers. I really feel like he's mostly talking to me. No, I know he doesn't know who I am, but I like that guy's channel. He's a smart guy, and he makes sense. He's basically like planning, understanding what you're doing, going with data, not trading emotionally, not trading spontaneously. I don't know what his course is, but everything he says makes a ton of sense to me. I used to like it when I watched him way back when he used to wear the sunglasses. It was like a Matrix thing, but now he's serious. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, guys. We're talking Hall of Fame. We're talking M. Russo's going to the Hall of Fame. M. Russo's a first ballot Hall of Famer all day long. Benji, Hall of Famer, no doubt. Lorraine, I think Lorraine's a little bit newer, but I really like what I'm seeing out of Lorraine. Lorraine is probably Lorraine has an excellent shot, guys. And by the way, when you get in the Unpoco Moss Hall of Fame, you get absolutely nothing. The only thing that happens is your YouTube name gets written on my whiteboard on the wall in my office in permanent marker. And the custodian, Hector, who's a super nice guy, will probably have to paint it and peel it off whenever they wheel my dead ass out of this office. I'm probably, numbers, spreadsheet, copy, save. Just be desperately trying to save my spreadsheets as I'm having just a massive infarction. Oh, guys, is anybody watching this piece of crap? 80 people? God, you guys have no lives. Why are there that many people watching this? Some of you go away. You're making me nervous. Deuce is in. Deuce Kabuski, actually. Deuce Kabuski could be a Hall of Famer. I know Deuce from way back again, kind of like Matt Flo, in and out. Jay Gatsby's here. Jay Gatsby's pretty strong case. Obviously not a lurker, first ballot Hall of Famer, just for the brilliant RoboCop shaved head that the guy's he's shaving that head 4 or 5 times a day. He walks around with a straight razor. Don't worry, he's not going to cut you. Just shaving his head on a subway. Oh, and he's not doing any of those fancy like new age, hemp oils. This guy's just getting Barbasol. He's getting a thing of Barbasol on the subway. He's wrapping his whole neck in a giant white steaming towel. He's got a towel warmer, and let's say he brings his barber with him on the subway. Brings a whole team of people, even brings like 3 or 4 guys to sit around, read newspapers, make little jokes. Oh, another haircut. You only don't got no hairs left. He's like, I know you, Sid. I know you. You're hilarious. You're not even getting a haircut, are you? You just have nothing to do and your wife can't stand you. Am I right, Sid? He's like, oh, you got me. Oh, that cuts like a knife. Not a liquor. Anyway, guys. I don't have any idea what I'm talking about. I didn't sleep very much. Just exhausted, and my back feels like how could I describe this? Those like things they wear to like climb trees, like lumberjacks, was like spiked sand. I feel like somebody's climbing up my back like a telephone pole with those spiked sandals. Just gets you here. Just gets you right here. Like A1 steak sauce, motherfucker. Remember that guy back from the 80s, the Italian guy? I think he was A1 steak. Gets you here. Gets you right here. Sound like, he's trying to do some kind of like Scott Baio meets Tony Danza impression or something. You ever get the idea that if like Scott Baio got hit in the face like 7 more times and was raised a little bit like socioeconomically more challenged, he could have been Tony Danza? Could have been that great. Oh, the things you think about, guys, when You're in a foxhole. You just can't get out. You're in a foxhole with a stock. Guys, this stock has been consolidating, trading sideways for over 2 years. And I have been saying Noto is going to slaughter these shorts at a time and place of his choosing. And if you've ever seen the brilliant film with Jennifer Lawrence called Winter's Bone, she has an uncle, Teardrop. He's a meth addict. He cooks meth, and he's talking to the sheriff, and the sheriff wants him to get out of the car. He wants to arrest him, and he just breaks out a chrome-plated AK. Like, tonight, I ain't doing a goddamn thing you say. He's like, I know you. I know your family. Get out of the truck, Teardrop. And he just puts the freaking machine gun out the window. He looks back. He's like, is this going to be our time? And that's what I want from Papa Noto, my biological father, Tony Notes, Anthony Noto. I want him to just, I want him to just come with a full-throated defense of the company and why the analysis is not only flawed, but it's dishonest. And I know a lot of people have been getting to that point. I know Noto's getting very, very frustrated with how this company is characterized and how the tech side is just completely discounted, ignored, maligned, misunderstood, underestimated, mistreated, stood up, and just generally made a fool of. But guys, is it going to be another quarter where we sort of feel foolish? We feel helpless? I mean, I'm just going to hold the stock anyway and add more if it sells off. I mean, unless something happens that I totally don't expect. But if it's just, hey, Q2's weak, there's a lot of defaults because the economy is getting very weak. And obviously they have a huge percentage of their loans are in unsecured personal loans, which are higher risk. They're not going to, they're going to default at much higher rates than like a mortgage loan or a student loan or something like that because you charge them off and they're gone. Like student loans, you can't even get rid of in bankruptcy. Like home loans are obviously going to be on the streets. So, it's like a credit card. It's going to be one of the first things to go because other than ruining your credit and such, there's, no immediate consequence to stop paying the loan. So that's a fair thing. I mean, the charge-offs, the defaults are going up. People are saying it's going to be like 6.3, 6.5. I don't know. I mean, that's one where it kind of goes the other way to me. And it says, okay, if charge-offs are like 7, if it's like way higher than it, then it's going to sell off and it's going to stay sold off until that number improves. Even if EPS is 1 or even 2, even if they beat on the bottom line and the top line, it's not going to matter if those defaults are super high and there's no tech growth. If there is no tech growth, we're in trouble. I don't think that's going to happen. The way LaPointe was talking, there's going to be big tech growth. How big is a question? 10 million members? That would only be 6-7%. 15 million members? Okay, that's 10% pop in one quarter. 20 million members? Now you're talking turkey tetrazzini. Side of garlic bread. Oh, I love garlic bread. Garlic bread is kind of the perfect food, especially put a little Parmesan cheese on there, maybe a little oregano. Oh, love me some garlic bread. You got to make it with your fresh, crushed garlic. The garlic powder is just not cutting it. Don't even get into like margarine or oils. Don't save calories on your garlic bread, folks. I know what you're going to say. Don't eat garlic bread in the first place, you fat moron. All right. You make a point. You make a good point there. Hello and welcome, guys. Hello and welcome. But Katie Wentworth, you're coming on strong. I am liking your chances for eventual inclusion into the Un Poco Moss Hall of Fame. Yeah, definitely. I want to show. I was on Catfish's broadcast earlier. The guy's on fire. He was giving away T-shirts to his fans. They were auctioning off T-shirts. I think it was some kind of charitable thing. Catfish is absolutely killing it. The guy, I remember like just a few months ago, it seemed like we had about the same number of members. I had like 2,000 and Catfish had 3,000. Now I have 2,300 and Catfish has like 15,000. What the hell? What kind of bait is he using? Crack, ribbit. No, but seriously, shout out to Catfish. Just the guy is freaking, the hardest working man in live streaming. You want a 6-hour live stream and just making serious profits, day trading your ass off. I was saying Catfish looks just like that guy who ran the WWE school for new wrestlers. Call him like the Sarge. I forget his name. I looked it up earlier. I posted on Catfish's live stream. It's like McKellen or something. But he's the guy, he's like the Sarge guy who ran the WWE, WWF training schools. Looks just like Catfish. Look it up, turds. Look it up. See if I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Wouldn't kid about Catfish. Wouldn't kid about Catfish. Also want to thank J Money, not a lurker, for producing and moderating the show. I'd also like to thank Alberto Alberti Avilés for nominating me once again, as he does every day, and my testicles for a Presidente of the Estados Unidos. Boy, we've got it covered. What a couple of great candidates with Trump and Kamala. Jesus. Oh, is that the best we can do? Can we get a damn engineer or a physician or somebody that does something or solves a problem? Ugh. One sleep with porn star, one sleep with Willie Brown. You're like, that's who I have to pick from. No, but anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. I hate politics. That's why I don't try to get into politics on this. I used to study politics, be super into politics, but just totally disillusioned with the whole thing right now. Americans are pissing me off. Hello and welcome. Who the hell is this? Not a lurker again? The bat phone, which is just my cell phone. Not even a bat. There's no bats in here. Hello and welcome, guys. No, I don't know who the hell that was. It was some kind of TikTok frickin' frock bullshit. So guys, obviously Alberto Berti Avilés, first ballot Hall of Famer, moderator, just for the soul patch alone. He's selling Tesla covered calls, which I sell Tesla covered calls also. And frankly, to sell Tesla covered calls, you have to have some money. And you have to have some shares. So you're kind of in a club that none of you turds are in, because you pikers are obviously a bunch of broke douchebags, or else you wouldn't be here. Brennan, Canadian Moffat. Yeah, you're right, Brennan. We already got to you. And by the way, I loved you and Step Brothers. Heirloom Cedar is present and account. Heirloom Cedar. Brief commenter, not a big joker, but very solid. Heirloom Cedar could find him or herself in the Un Poco Mas Hall of Fame. Also doing those seed banks. So when the biblical flood hits, we'll have them non-hybridized seeds that we're going to need to repopulate the earth. Plus, you got to have sex with everybody. That's just a rule. If you want some of them seeds, you want some of them non-hybridized seeds, you got to have sex with Heirloom Cedar, depending on his or her preference of gender. I don't know. It's just funny, like people are like, yeah, no, put all your money on bullets. No, put all your money on seeds. No, put all your money on gold. Dude, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I got, like, for emergencies, I got some tools, and I got like a little backup generator deal, but I don't know. I'm not one of these guys that thinking I'm going to be like in a 30-year canned food situation, like a firefight with the government. I'm just not planning for that, guys. I'm planning maybe we have a storm and the power goes out for a few days, and obviously I get hungry as hell if I don't have any snacks or nothing to nosh on for 20, 30 minutes. I'm pretty much, my blood sugar is crashing, and I'm carrying at a level you've never seen in your fucking life. You see in Spinal Tap, they're like, mine goes to 11. Like, my Karen goes to like 40. If your Karen goes to 10, my Karen probably goes to 50, especially if I'm hungry. If I'm hungry and in intense lower back pain like I am today, just leave. Just leave. Hit the exit immediately. Let's see what's going on here. I got Not a Lurker texting me. No, don't worry, Not a Lurker. I'm not busy. There's nobody watching. Heirloom's Canadian too? Never mind. You're out of the Hall of Fame, Heirloom. Canadians are when did Canadians start dominating every aspect of my daily life? Before I got into U-turding and fin-turding, so far, I never even heard of Canada. I didn't know what it was. I saw this big amorphous landmass. I thought it was all frozen. I thought it was just ice. I thought it was like, like a cupcake. Like the United States is here, we're the cake, and that's just the icing. That's the puffy white, creme fraiche or whatever. But no, it turns out there's people up there, and they all are obsessed with fintechs, and they're all young, white, handsome people with, parted hair and just super, close, kind of a, kind of all the same hairstyle. But then, you throw in some wild cards. You throw in like Deadliest Catch Chris. You throw in Roy. I think Roy's from Texas or somewhere, Utah. I guess he's from either Texas or Utah or something like that. Anyway, last video I saw he was dressed up as Walter Payton for his Hall of Fame induction. He had this blue and orange towel on. Okay, you just come from like a Tai Bo event, maybe some jujitsu. I think it would be amusing if Roy was like an extreme badass. Like sometimes like those nicest guys who are totally unassuming and they're just like 20th degree black belts who just absolutely kill me. I'm like, boy, you seem like such a nice guy. He's like, yeah. Yeah, you should see me while I'm kicking you repeatedly in the face. I'm like, oh no, thank you, sir. Anyway, no, I'm sure Roy wouldn't kick me in the face. I want to, by the way, if anybody can get to Roy, don't let these Canadians dominate everything. Problem is, you're going to pay too many taxes on the exchange rate. Everything you're getting paid by these guys, Roy. It's in Canadian dollars. I couldn't even cash my last paycheck. Went down to Winn-Dixie. They went cash. They said, it's drawn on the Royal Bank of Canada. We don't get it. What do we look like? Mounties? We serve freedom fries here, son. So by the looks of you, you know about them. I'm like, hey, you. I don't think I've talked much about SoFi today, guys. I don't really know what the hell I'm talking about. Probably for the best, because there are a lot of much smarter people with a lot of facts talking about SoFi. I'm just basically here to try to burn off all of this excess idiotic mental energy so I don't have to drive my loved ones and friends absolutely insane with my neuroses and various other problems. Let's see what Nautilurker wants. Probably the most interesting part of this whole show for me is listening to Nautilurker. Yeah, huge shout out to Air Force, by the way. Interesting point, because I guess he was reading an article. I don't know exactly where he's reading it, somewhere on Twitter, but it's like, okay, so past 3 earnings, 5-day decline, 28%, 23%, 18%. But if you look at the MICD, which is moving average convergent divergence, it's a measure of essentially whether people think a stock is overbought or oversold. Essentially, I know how it works, but I don't have the brain power, time, or really any of the faculties to explain it. So you can look it up. But so it's always been pushing down going into earnings, negative pressure. Not so here. We have a bullish crossover and we have upward pressure. So pushing toward the zero line. Again, look up what these things are. So this is the first time in the last couple of ERs that we've had MACD looking like it's going to push up. Still no clue they'll do SoFi. Yeah, SoFi has seen 100% up months, the 30 days prior to the 529 date, for instance. And of course, you guys know I carry on and on about that. So great points, BWUSAF. Air Force in the house. And by the way, I think Air Force is definitely an Unpoco Moss Hall of Famer. I know he's got important things to do defending the country, and he's not here every single video. I'm just assuming Air Force is a man. I'm sure there are women in the Air Force as well. But in any case, if I don't know your gender, I just assign you, male genitalia. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're a woman. But anyway, it's not that insulting because, I don't know why people are insulted by everything. But I'm not trying to insult anybody. I just say stuff. I got a big dumb brain. But anyway, Air Force, I'm going to say you're a guy just because I think you are. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be friends with Nautilurker. He's not really the kind of guy with a lot of female friends. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody loves Nautilurker. But so Air Force, thank you for the contribution. Much appreciated. Just another data point to look at of why this might be the one where we absolutely slaughter the shorts. I mean, if they all have to cover, if this thing's just crazy, if they make some big announcement that a mega bank is on the platform, they add all these members. I mean, just imagine they add like 50 million members, like Galileo just sees this 1/3 increase in 1 ER. I mean, it kind of just destroys the entire, just a bank, no tech, blah, 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 no growth. Imagine if you just destroy that entire narrative in one fell swoop, where this stock's going to go, because it's already priced just stupidly low. I mean, they're getting a multiple like 3x sales. Okay, yeah, this year they're projecting 16, probably it'll be 18, 19% growth at the top line. That's still outstanding, guys. I was looking at some of these other shitbag finturd companies. Let's see. Ohio. My apologies, Roy. Amish country. I see. How do they let you use the pooter? Comments are hilarious. Air Force is male. Okay, Air Force is male. So yeah, when I bumped into him in the buffet line, yeah, that was not a That was not a koozie in his pocket. No, guys, I don't know where my brain always goes straight to the gutter, straight to the wieners, the farts, all that fun stuff. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much. I don't want to read any more Nautilurkers text. I'm getting dumber by the moment. No, seriously, thanks, J Money. We really appreciate. He does a lot of work on this show, and frankly, I don't think the U-turd fin turd community would be like half of what it is without Nautilurker. The guy's responsible for probably 70% of all the YouTube comments in the fin turd arena, and I salute him. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about, guys. If anybody has anything to say, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Colin Lebsack. That sounds made up. Up and down. Yeah, no, Colin, you're absolutely right. If you were listening earlier, I was saying, like, I think it's going to be 5 or 10. I think something very dramatic is going to happen. I've been saying that for a while. This thing has been coming into this wedge. It's been consolidating sideways and down with one kind of move up for the last, 30 months. I mean, this thing is as poised for a huge move as poised gets, Colin. I think you're completely right, and I don't blame you for staying on dry land right now and just seeing how things go. You can't lose what you don't put in the middle, can't get hurt, and if you have a conservative mindset, I probably wouldn't trade this earnings either, because it's completely impossible to know what's going to happen. Yeah, memory foam. I wish I could, Klaus. I'm putting all my extra pennies into SoFi, sleep on a board. Fists over hands for me personally. Oh man, you got it. Blocking everyone. Yep. If you block everyone, they shouldn't be here, but there's 105 idiots here. And no, not idiots, guys. Hello and welcome and hello, guys. SoFi up 1 cent. It looks like after hours. I mean, just looking at this chart, guys, what's to fear here? I mean, sorry, I moved the wrong thing, as I am wont to do. But what's the big fear here, guys? I mean, okay, the move went up, red candle, and then it's basically just right along the same exact slope it's been along. It's just right above the 50-day, just flirting with the 150-day. It's beautifully poised to move up through this line. This will be the 4th attempt without really breaking it down. I mean, the last time this line was actually broken was over here, but that was a pump and dump in and of itself, just here. This line has stood back here. I mean, this thing hasn't broken down since the good old SPAC crazy days, guys. Been absolutely nuts. And this is not what a dead stock looks like in the close. Just massively increasing, huge green candles. What is this? 1 million shares, 1.2 million, 1.6 million, 1 million, like 9. I mean, why the volume? If it's just selling off, why didn't it sell off? It sold off down to below 730 after 1 hour. Where's the big sell-off? Where is it? Where are these institutions dumping all these shares? Where are retail dumping all these shares? Why isn't the stock going back down? Everybody was saying it was going to go to 5. My troll brain trust is like, oh, it's back to 5. I don't see it. Why? With the stock growing, becoming more profitable, doing everything they say they're going to do, why is this thing going to crash? Because of higher for longer? Higher for longer is coming to an end, and all it did was help SoFi grow deposits and members massively. And now they're poised to exploit and capitalize on those investments they made. It's a coiled spring, and it's about to poke these short turds right in the butt, guys. By way of just ratings, JP Morgan came out today. It's a little odd to come out the day before earnings to me, but okay. Reiterating $9 in a hold, 23% upside. I'm not really mad at that. There's 3 good articles. I was taking a quick look at these. Okoff Investments and Stone Fox Capital I know quite well. Both strong buys. This one we already saw. I'm not sure who this turd is. Stephen Lingmeth. Hello, it's me, Stefan Lingmerth. I'm in a pink shirt with my collar undone. It's me, Stefan Lingmerth. I don't know what this asshat has to say. Fastest growing digital bank, background and ownership. So he's just basically giving you the whole deal, business model, lending segment, financial services, financial technologies. That's financial. Okay, yeah, we know all this stuff. Industry landscape, value proposition, catalysts, yeah, I mean, okay, the stock has been under pressure. The company has continued to improve, recently turned profitable. Big's lending segment soon. The suite of products, services make the company one-stop shop online bank. Overall environment financials turn a corner. Peak rates potential lower in 2025. Set a stock up for great risk reward. Target is set at $20 per share. Wow. BA in finance from Halmstad University in Sweden and Lincolnshire and Humberside University in England. He has 20 years of institutional experience in research. It sounds like maybe he should be institutionalized. $20? Okay, I like it. I like it. Price target $20, guys. My price target's still sitting right about $13.75. So I have quite a bit of upside on the stock, but not quite as much as old touchdown Stefan Lingmerth coming out of Halmstad University, one of the top universities in Sweden, to be sure. Anyway, guys, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This is a fucking train wreck. Fuck you guys. That's what I say. People are like, how do you grow your audience? Like, I have no idea, and I don't fucking care. How much money do you make from these videos? You're just a pumper. Like, nothing. These videos provide me absolutely no financial reward whatsoever. Who's going to pay me to pump a stock? How much can Lorraine buy? Like, Lorraine, are you a billionaire? I'm not either. We're not, me and Lorraine, we can't move the market all by ourselves, guys. Useless Facts is here. Marty McFly, one of my favorites. He was just in the news recently, some lawsuits saying he didn't play some part. The Canadian Finturd Mafia, absolutely not a lurker. Yeah, that's the irony, guys. As much as I love Tanner and Tevis, the rest of the boys, they have me on their shows. They use me as their dancing monkey, their court jester, their class clown, toy with my emotions. And then I can't even watch the after hours show. I can't even participate. It's not going to give them their $5. What do you want, a pound of flesh? What do you want from me, Canada? I've given you everything. Canada. No, seriously, I don't know why everybody's Canadian all of a sudden. I guess it's just a fashionable thing to do. Oscar De La Renta Hernandez tomorrow, 5:50. Yeah, I could be Oscar, could be. I'm thinking it's going to go down into the 5s or it's going to push up toward 10. So I don't think it's going to be neutral. So your opinion is a popular one, not with me, but hey, you sound like one smart turd. Emphasis on turd, not smart there, Oscar. But still, we respect your opinion. No, we don't. We don't. Just between you and me, we don't respect your opinion. But I don't. And your opinion is just as valid as mine. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Because I have a U-turd show. Oh my God, U-turders are such douchebags. Takes one to know one. Richard Vaughn is here, world champion drifter. Took the title from Vaughn Gittin Jr. I hope he all makes us happy. All we want, Richard Vaughn, is a happy ending from Anthony Noto. Shouldn't be too hard to arrange. Whispering Puppy in the house. Absolutely, guys. I just like this stock. Sagig is here. Sagig 72. I like the bunny. Yeah, it was kind of like I was doing like a Phantom of the Opera thing in Photoshop with Anthony Noto, my biological father's face. So if you guys have a chance to check out the thumbnail, check it out. I think Matt Flo, I think you're right. I think Matt Flo, as usual, is the smartest man in the room. One of the shortest dual 3-letter name guys we have here. I think options could very well be coming. They're talking about a huge update to the app. I know for a fact they've been working on options. I had somebody reasonably high up in SoFi tell me, confidentially, but not really confidentially. Obviously, everybody knows they're working on it, but basically tell me they thought it was going to be, and they were not right on the team that would know this. It wasn't like sort of a confidential thing, but he's just like rumor mill around the office is like Q1 2025 or Q4 2024. So it kind of surprised me to see it right now, Matt, but it sounds like it could be a definite possibility. And remember when I went through this bullshit right here, I said roll out new trading platform, which is what I mean by that is options. I think 35% chance that happens tomorrow. That's just my opinion. What do you think, Matt Flo? Give us some thoughts, Matt Flo. So many questions, Matt Flo, but no answers. What is this, Jeopardy? Who am I, Alex Trebek? Come on, Matt. Give me something. Give me something I can use. Give me. I need. I'm Bob Wiley. You're Leo Marvin. Provide a radical new therapy. God, my back hurts. Oh, it hurts so bad. You know, you're like stuck. Have you guys ever been a big fat guy, like stuck in an airplane and you got to shift your weight somewhere? You got to move. You got to find another position, but you just can't because your bingo wing is already suffocating a small child in the middle seat on accident. Can't breathe. It's fat guy's bingo wing. That's not polite, Billy. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, is that Danny Niels? I'm a huge fan. No, it's amazing how infrequently I get recognized. Absolutely never, in fact. I think somebody here thought they saw me in El Segundo at a rib place or something, but it was just another fat white guy. I know there's very, very few of us in the Los Angeles area, but there are a couple of us. What's going on, Jay Gatsby? We know they're going to crush the back half of the year, but do they sandbag those earnings so bad that the guidance doesn't really help us much? I don't want to crash tomorrow, Jay Gats. I know exactly what you're saying. I'll add shares too, but motherfuck me in the goat ass. I don't want, holy monkey fucking shitballs. I do not want another crash. I feel like, how many crashes do we need? How much do we need to be humbled? How many opportunities do we need to add? Like, if you've seen what this company's doing and you get the vision and you see the growth and you didn't want to add, back when it was in the 4s and you didn't want to add recently at like 619, you're just an asshole. You're just a useless piece of shit. And I can't help you. So go jump off a cliff. I don't know. Jay Gatsby, I'm sorry. I don't want it. I don't want to crash. I don't want it. I don't want it. Have to disagree with you. Sorry about that, Chris. I'm seeing a lot more ads for yes, they're ramping up lending, definitely, Chris, because they see the soft landing coming. I see. I'm getting. They send me a freaking personal loan offer like 3 times a week. People know you can trade options. Yeah, you can buy and sell. You can buy calls and puts, basically. You can. It's very, very simplified, Ghost, and I do. I buy calls. They're all that I sell calls elsewhere. I buy calls. So SoFi is like my toy, kind of just like a toy position. My forever shares. I've got like 13,000 shares over there, but I've got just a tremendous amount of leaps options, tremendous amount of long calls. So early 2026, late 2025. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of contracts, just an absurd amount of contracts. So I tend to sell short data calls and buy long dated calls. That's kind of what I do. I know a lot of you guys are just always be selling, sell the leaps, never buy the leaps. I like to buy leaps, guys. I like to lever up. I like to do what I like to do, guys. I'm just stupid. I'm stupid like that. It's like jail doesn't bother me. And when I get out of doing the 10 years, by that time you'll be getting out of the hospital. I'll come and I'll hit you over the head again because I'm stupid. Jail doesn't bother me. Vinny Santoro was his name. Joe Pesci. That was a funny bit. And, George Carlin, he's talking about, he's obviously a guy who hates religion. He's talking about he doesn't believe in God and all this stuff. He's like, who do I pray to? I pray to Joe Pesci. He's like, he looks like a guy who can get things done. He's like, I prayed to God and nothing happened. I called my friend Joe Pesci. He's like, the next morning, the neighbors stopped making noise. It's just so funny. It's like how his new God became Joe Pesci. And he did another bit how his new God became the sun. I love George Carlin. He was hilarious. Even if you're like a religious person, it wasn't one of those things where he offended religious people either, because he did it in kind of a way that was approachable. What's up, Cruel Father Time? It certainly hasn't been good to me. Bienvenidos, good sir. What's up, Jeff Prisley? Yes, I got your back, Jeff. I got your back as well, sir. Let's see. Ready, subbed, and like. Don't sub and like. What's going on, Katie? I'd like to see management defend the strategy of strong narrative for Wall Street. I would love to see a more full-throated defense, Chris. That's what I mean by a full-throated defense. I want to see Tony Noto using his hands. I want to see him throwing punches. Punch. Rock'em sock'em robots, motherfuckers. I want to see an ace in the sleeve of the windbreaker. I want him to pull it out, chuck it. What's going on with this shitbag from Citron, Andrew Left, who was just charged with like 50 felonies or something for his big short seller. Was it? It's not Citron. Is that Citron? I forget which one, but it's one of the big short report guys, and he always goes on TV and he trades the other way. I mean, if it wasn't obvious, he trades these things short term, so it pops based on what he says, and then he takes profits and goes the other way. It's like he's playing for a short term thing off what he's saying, not the fundamentals of what he's saying. That's when it becomes illegal. It's just crazy. Like I hope these cocksuckers get life in prison. Because you can get life in prison for like robbing a liquor store, doing this, doing very, very, stupid things. But these are people that just systematically just rip off the system. They just destroy the integrity of the markets. I mean, some of this naked shorting and these short reports, some of it's true. I mean, there are companies that should be shorted out of existence because they shouldn't have been public in the first place because they're big frauds. But some of this stuff is just hackish dishonesty. Some of these short reports are just completely untrue, completely, made up. So I don't know. I don't think the feds charge people on all these felonies lightly. And personally, I think he's going to be dead to rights, and I think he's going to plead guilty. I think it's going to scare the shit out of these people. Because a lot of them think the FBI can't read their like Telegram messages and this shit, but they can. What's going down? Rikian 3, SoFi caused me a ball. Yeah. Never mind the earnings beat is going to bet this thing. Ether, I hate to do it, but the thing sells off after every single earnings, even if it pops, if it's amazing, it'll pop 20% and then it'll sell off. That seems to be what it does. So I don't know, guys. Daniela Darling and Not a Lurker. Hello all. Cruel Father Tom. Always catch the show. I'm live East Coast. What's up, Mainers? I like that Maine Game Warden show. It's like, yeah, you didn't get a moose ticket there, did you, this year? It's like, no, but my wife did. She took, but she already took her moose. It's like, well, I wasn't shooting the moose. I was up here on the berm. See, it's like they call him out, and it's like a different thing. Like in LA, they just be like, I want my lawyer. He calls him out. He's like, come on, you took the moose, right? He's like, I don't know. He's like, don't lie to me. You took the moose. He's like, I'm sorry, I took the moose. It's like, thanks for being honest. I'm going to write you 1 ticket instead of 7 tickets. You motherfucker. Don't shoot a moose. It's like, I needed it to eat. He's like, well, I'll tell you what, and run over something here on the road. I'll run somebody over. I'll give you a free piece of meat from that. But I got to run somebody over. He's like, okay. Deal. Go down to the church. We'll run somebody over. Preferably somebody nobody likes. We'll get some meat. No, they don't serve human meat. It's like they hit a roadkill or whatever. Who are these guys? Arnie Hammer? No, he's not a cannibal. That's just a joke. That's a bad joke. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello, and welcome and hello. Oh my God, not a lurker. I actually have not had one single cup of coffee at work because I could not get my fucking espresso robot to work. So I had 2 at home this morning, and that's it. This is like natural me. This is not caffeine, believe it or not. I don't know, guys. God, I've been talking like an hour. I got to get the fuck out of here. This show has been absolutely terrible. Katie Wentworth does buy people's gold and do short. I'm JG Wentworth, and do you need cash? She's like, the guy had an obnoxious voice. Like, I do need cash. She's like, you don't have to do your own commercials, JG Wentworth, you son of a bitch. Good call, Matt Flo. I like Matt Flo. He's getting closer to that Poco Moss Hall of Fame all the time with quality references like that. He read your text. Was a shout out at the beginning. What's going on? Absolutely, I did. Read your whole text there, Air Force, and I really appreciate it. Stop Console Wars. Stirring a pasta sauce. Let's see if we bought more SoFi 725 twice this week. Gonna got my uncle to secure some too. Yep, always get that uncle. Always get your in-laws. See, it's in the name of my niece. It's not a problem. Did I tell you not to get anything? He goes out and he buys a Cadillac. Don't worry, it's in my name of my niece, the name of my wife. He's like, get it out of here. I don't care where you go. I don't care what you do. Get it out of here. But I love that guy. Shut up, sweetheart. Get out of here. It's like, yeah, it's just it's not share. It's just a taste. Just a taste. No share. Like, see, that's what you want if you're doing armed robberies. You want a taste. It's like free money. It's not share. It's a taste. What did that JG where he did cash? Yeah, I don't remember what he did, but do you need cash? I just remember his name was his voice was completely fucking obnoxious. 15-year ballot. Who are you, Chris? You have one name. You're not memorable. You don't even have a picture. I recognize you. I think you're here all the time. Yeah, we can talk, Chris, but you got to get a little bit more creative, buddy. Just a light blue Chris. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? I don't know if you're a man or a woman. I don't know if you're fat or thin or bald or black or white or Puerto Rican. How am I supposed to make fun of you? It's impossible. Oh, Chris says Sans a New Times Roman Sea and a nice aqua field. Oh, big him, big stuff. Like, fuck that guy. Yeah, do something. Earn it, Chris. Earn it. Show me something. Don't tell me, show me. Don't tell me, show me. Stop calling full words. Shorted Mike Hill shorted all 20 million of those shares. You bastard. You bastard. I knew it was you. Et to Mike Hill. Et to you too. Heirloom cedar must have by such a I can't even pronounce these. Fucking struggle. Oh, that's what he's saying. Fucking struggle to advance the price of SoFi. Yeah, I mean, heirloom cedar, look at it this way. This is what is encouraging me to me. Why is it just short? They know they're not going to bankrupt this company at this point. Why? They know they're not going to get it down and cover at 3. They know, the Chia Pet's suffering from, delusions and bloating and, years and years of celibacy and, just a complete, thing where he likes to smell his own farts, like 3. But so much has changed. The company's growing rapidly. They're making money now. 3. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. You can just go.
Let's circle back to that.
I'm going to the corporate jargon sound effects machine because we don't have Tevis here.
Let's take that offline. We have to be disruptive. I'm at capacity.
Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. We're going to talk more about the Hall of Fame later. I got to get off this broadcast. Been going on way too long. I have Big Dog work to do. I have Princess J work to do. I have so many things to do. I could do short-term loans on your jewelry. Don't do that, Lorraine. Please don't do that. I know you're joking, but people here might take that seriously because there's a lot of dummies here. I like Luke too, but that needs some serious sun. Yeah, what do you mean, Luke Duke? I'm not sure. Who is that? Was that was that Tom Wopat or was that the other guy? That was a blonde guy, I think. That was Bo. I don't know. I think Bo was that older, rougher dude. Looks kind of like a stubby. Looks kind of reminded me of that Kennedy guy who's running for president, is all on steroids and hates vaccines. Kind of reminds me of that guy if he got a ton of sun and took a lot of steroids. Old Tom Wopat. Yep, you're in, Emory. So obviously, Deuce Kabuski, my 5-year-old daughter knows your name. Hi, dude. That gets you in. Who was the young lady who we used to watch here? I can't remember her name. That bothers me. I forget even the parent. Some girl I used to not curse because she was here. But obviously, that's kind of the way I cut my hair. No lens use hair. Deuce Kabuski enjoy tweets. Deuce Kabuski's big on Twitter. I don't have a Twitter, so I don't know. Steven in the Mountains, what's up, buddy? Fun Country Live, live next door and invite you over for grilled chicken. Oh, yeah, I love me some grilled chicken. How'd you know? Looks like it's going to be on powder too. Hey, no, look at Peter L. About more today, 7:30 notes talking about $350 million PO loan SoFi. Who loans SoFi? Who the hell's PGIM? Are you talking about the hedge deal? Or are you talking about I'm not sure. I again, this is something I know, but it's like all this stuff is just slipping through my brains here. Ether between this short analysis waiting downgrade 37 time. Yeah, 20 million bars. Not mean exactly. It just means they're borrowed at the moment. It does not mean they're sold short. You're absolutely. That's the point I'm trying to make. They're not selling those shares short. Apparently, that's what the data is saying. They're just borrowing and makes me think they're going to do something crazy tomorrow. But I don't know. It's like they're lining up the chairs for some kind of weird, music coming in. Talk about SoFi. Just your impression. Roast free the chat. Tell us your thoughts. Sure, I can do whatever the fuck you want. What do you want an impression of? What do you want an impression of, turds? I can do a lot of different impressions. Anyway, guys, I have been known to do full shows of impression. Great show. Bring back the phony tail. I can't, Lorraine. I cut the son of a bitch off, and I really don't miss it, to be honest with you. It was kind of getting annoying after a while. My neck is killing me today, too. Sorry about that, Benji. Yeah, getting old sucks, especially if you're fat, and it's like putting a bunch of pressure on your spine. It sucks. Someday the twins will come, Pepe and Pedro, and I will be liberated. And I will have my babies. They will be out of my stomach and free me to play beach volleyball and leap above the net like a phoenix rising in a corazon. Haslan Moslam, what do you guys recommend we do? Stock, What do you guys recommend to do if the stock shoots up tomorrow? Hold on and sell? I mean, it has to go up a lot for me to sell some shares, Hassan. That's just a personal thing. I mean, what's your cost basis when you get in? Are you a short-term trader? Are you a flipper? Are you just a douchebag? Are you on loopers? Are you on uppers? Are you on snappers? Are you on poppers? Like, what are you on? What do you do? What floats your boat? What gets you up in the morning? I don't know. I mean, you're on rave drugs. How's your relationships? How's your self-esteem? I don't know. So, I mean, for me, it's a long-term hold, but it's also a flip, because if this thing goes up, you know, if it's not something just crazy, if it goes up 22%, it's going to pull back down. It always does. I don't want to see a 22% down. Look, just 10%, 5%, 4%, 2%. Keep going up. Whenever we see these massive days, it just crashes again. Let's see. C-bar, I've had enough consolidating myself. Yeah, I said, man, I would sit on my balls too if my fat thighs didn't keep them above ground like a fucking Groundhog Day, trying not to see their shadow. But it gets them. It traps them. Oh, it's like a guillotine of fat. Such an uplifting movie. Thanksgiving morning. Oh, Maria Powell, you're the best. That's why you're a Hall of Famer. Get on the bus, get off the bus. Christ, I gotta pee. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Daniel Barna, what do you think about the app VX3? I listened to the discussion. It's gonna be a full back end migration. I thought we were already full back end Technesis months ago, but maybe not. People are speculating it's big new features, Daniel. Maybe it's, you know what? Remember that guy on, I forget, Yahoo or StockTwits or one of them, he said, when dark mode, WEN, like millions and millions of times. Maybe it's dark mode. I don't know. Maybe this is just, maybe they've been working on nothing but dark mode for like 5 years, and Noto's finally ready to release it to the world. Cali time for this ER. Oh, God, I hope not, Big Steve. I hope not, man. $100 for the visor. Absolutely not, Jeff. You're missing more than one. You're missing at least a zero, buddy. You cannot buy one of these. Let me just taunt you even further, Jeff. You cannot buy one of these. This is hand painted on here. Literally. Okay? You'll find one of these. I found this at a sidewalk sale flea market in Carson, of all places. You're never going to find one. Never. No offense, Jeff. I love you. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. I'm going to bail out of here. I haven't said anything basically the entire time of any consequence, interest, import, relevant, nothing. If this entire show was in a courtroom, the other attorney would just get up and say, objection, Your Honor, rambling, irrelevant, chubby. He'd be like, sustained, we're out. That's lunch. Fantab, Noto is your DS. He's my biological father. Can't you see the resemblance? Don't you see how thin and good looking and successful I am? Close your eyes and imagine it. Freddie Lafitte and his band with the beat is here. He's coming straight out of Mayberry. Good to see you, Freddie. Thanks for coming back once again. Freddie Lafitte's making a good case for himself for the Unpoco Moss Hall of Fame, believe it or not. Joel Madsen is here. Joel Madsen always says, let's fucking go, but I like it. Michael Anthony is here. Is that music guy? No, that's Mark Anthony. Michael Anthony, I think, makes housewares. They sell in Macy's and Nordstrom. So if I always hits 8, it starts dropping. It does, but Michael, it's never been profitable before. Remember, it's just been profitable a couple quarters, so things change, and they're looking at 80 cents, 55 to 80 cents, 2026. Every quarter, they prove they're making progress toward that goal. The stock should be worth more and more. Daniel Barna, unless Noto shows up the year putting Joe Biden face, I'll probably add even stock goes down. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to add as long as everything holds up in terms of the business model and stuff. I don't care about, one ER that's down a little bit or off a little bit for, periodic, structural, cyclical, macro, whatever. It doesn't change the fact that the business model is great. The company's great. The margins are going to be great. These rates are going to come down. Everything's going to stabilize. We're getting a relatively soft landing. Everybody's fucking sick of Kramer. I mean, that guy is I saw one of the guys who hates him playing this interview that he did about hedge funds, and it just looked like he was like coked up. And what's up, Catfish? How's it going, man? Good to see you. I caught your live stream earlier today. Good stuff, man. Your fans love you. Giving away them Catfish t-shirts, giving away them mugs. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. That's Catfish's motto. I like it. What's up? Thanks for coming by, Catfish. What's going on? See the channel daily. Premium option is here. Where's Credit Savage? I think he's in Reno writing cash secured puts on the buffet line. Anyway, guys, I don't hold my breath for tech growth. Big count wins. No, I seriously, I love Credit Savage. He's a good dude. His channel's good too, actually. Gives you a lot of different information on different stuff, credit card rewards, all kinds of stuff. Check out Credit Savage of Wall Street. His channel is just uplifting. It's great. If you can't speak with a good member, a trusted member of the clergy, his channel will do in a pinch. Sounds like we believe SoFi is not fun. We'll just buy more tomorrow if they sell. I mean, I don't know how much more I can buy. It's got to go down quite a bit. Again, I was just buying in the 6s, buying not too long ago in the 4s and 5s. So I don't know. Yeah, we are the SoFi gurus. We're two of the best in the business. Catfish and the Whispering Puppy. Why not? Not expecting big tech growth at all. I don't know, Chris. Were you listening to what Chris Lapointe was saying? I mean, he gave some very, very impressive rhetoric that that they've never given before. Just a few weeks ago, I encourage you to read it. Read the Mizuho interview he did with Touchdown Danny Dolev and Mizuho. What about PayPal? I like PayPal. I own some PayPal. Not a huge position. I don't expect anything great tomorrow, but I expect solid. What's going on? It's Oprah's thick SoFi bags. Say hello to Stedman. I know your testicles do every chance they get. Catfish Tyler. Haha, I love it. What's his name? I'm not sure, guys. I'm totally confused, Catfish. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read too many things at once. Stephen the Mountain. Catfish posts 8-hour streams, endless energy. I think he has a missus, actually. I think she's been on the show, but he could. Yeah, just a tremendous amount of energy. Daniel Barna is here. What are all those sticks behind? No, that's a mop. That's to clean my bathroom, actually, here in my office. And those are dry erase markers, and that's Swiffer. I don't know. That's to clean my computer screen. Just a bunch of shit I threw there. It's not like decoration. Wasn't planned. I just don't give a shit. Anyway, yeah, don't sub and like. Lorraine's here. I don't have time to read any more comments, guys. I got to go. I want to thank Not a Lurker. I want to thank Alberto Berti Alvarez. I want to thank Lorraine, Heirloom Cedar, all you guys. I got Brew Tank Outdoors is here. I'm worried and excited. Yeah, my sleep shoes on. Guys, get your go bag ready. Get your go bag. Get your everyday carry knives ready. Get 4 or 5 firearms loaded on ankle holsters. Get one up in your keister. I recommend a 22 because they're not that large. You grease them up. You get a couple of them up your ass if you try real hard. But anyway, that's what I learned at the NRA. You got to keister some weapons in case the government starts going door to door. Barack Obama come door to door. I still have all my guns. But he was just trying to raise money for his wife, Michelle. She ain't even running. We got that Kamala. Anyway, guys, let's see. Katie Wentworth, it's all about guidance. Vincent's here. Vincent's house ski. Tomorrow's my birthday. Happy birthday, Vincent. Happy early birthday, man. I hope it's a good one for all of us SoFi guys. Stephen the Mountains. Guys, I got to go. I'm never going to get through all these comments. Thanks for watching. It's the SoFi stock. It's ticker symbol SOFI. We got earnings tomorrow morning. I cannot say if I'm going to live stream it or be on with one of the other shows. It's awfully fucking early, so we'll just have to see how it goes, guys. No promises, as usual. And 3 cents, I do the rock opera. Coach it up, guys. Coach it up. Peace. I'm out.